What you're seeing here behind me is another form of how science or studies are communicated at these meetings, and that's the poster session. And what you're seeing behind me is literally hundreds of posters, just like the ones that you see when you walk down the hall of our own biology department. In fact, essentially all of those posters were presented at scientific conferences very similar to this one. And so how this works is in this area where there's all these stands up for people to put their posters, uh, people can put their posters up as soon as the conference starts, and they can be up there essentially the entire duration of the conference, and people can come by, take a look at your poster, and even without you being there, see what you did, what your study was like, and get some ideas about that. Many people also will leave their business cards, a place for comments, something else like that, so that even if they're not physically there, you can still interact with that person, ask them questions, something else like that. Now, that being said, there's usually times during the conference that there's going to be time set aside in which people will stand by their posters and be there available to answer questions about, interact, and stuff like that, so that you can go ahead, you can stop by, you can talk to the author of that poster, and if you have any questions for them or want to talk more about that, pick their brain about things then. Now, that being said, there's kind of there's ups and downs of presenting a poster. First off, you don't have to get up in front of people really and speak, and it provides you a lot of opportunity to really interact with people instead of in the individual talks or at the sessions, the oral presentations. There's usually a pretty tight schedule. You get up, you present. There might be time for essentially one or two questions, but then after that, I mean, yeah, that's about it. And hopefully people, if they still have questions, can find you after that and talk to you. Whereas in a poster session, you're going to have 2 or 3 hours or more just to stand by your poster and talk to all the people that want to come by and have questions about that. So that's really nice. Now, those two things are really nice. Now, the downside is it can kind of be awkward standing by your poster. You have people wander by and just kind of look at it, kind of, and they don't ask you anything. And so I've done that a couple times. I mean, present posters at conferences a couple times, and personally, it's not quite my thing. I just kind of feel awkward standing by a poster and waiting for people to come by and ask questions. So I usually opt to give oral presentations instead. But yeah, so that gives you an idea. Is in a room just like this that most of those posters are in, or essentially all of those posters are in our biology department right now. This is where they were initially presented. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just walk through real fast so you can get an idea of what's like. Anyways, I guess, yeah, there's a lot of them. They're kind of cool. Um, they're nice to go through and kind of read up on what people are doing. But yeah, hopefully we will get to see a little bit more of this in a little while. So I'll talk to you later.